Hello friends, it's Ruben here from My Bangla Garden. I'm here with a very quick and short video just to kind of recap what an amazing year it's been in our garden here in Birmingham. So it kind of started off with us planting some bottle gourd plants and doing really well, and harvesting the first one was an incredible feeling. I'm sure everyone who's managed to grow some knows the feeling. The harvests continued to accelerate, and you can see I've got quite a handful there. But it was just an absolutely amazing year. I think there was the weather itself was up and down, but we kind of struggled through it, and we ended up the harvests themselves just got better and better. So I know kind of September is a time to harvest, but it's also a time to plan ahead. So I thought I'd do this video today to try to give you some proper advice and valuable tips around what to start planting now. But you'll see in terms of what we did in June, July and August, we had some outstanding harvests, 25 kg worth of potato harvest, carrots, amaranth, which is the Dougie, my biggest ever bottle gourd harvest. It was just absolutely incredible, best feeling in the world. You can have all the money in the world, but nothing beats growing your own organic vegetables. The feeling is just absolutely amazing, and we just continued and continued, and it just got better and better. Harvested some hyacinth bean, which was a lovely feeling and really fresh taste, and then we just continued with bottle gourd after bottle gourd after bottle gourd this summer. So really pleased, and if anyone has any questions around any of the vegetables that we've grown or needs any advice, please comment. But the question is, what's next? And what plans we've got for the next few months. So I'm going to start off by telling you that I will be planting potatoes in the next few days. So the varieties to look out for are Maris Piper and Charlotte potatoes. So these are the potatoes that do the best in the winter climate in England. So it's getting towards the right time now to sow those potatoes. So you can get them from places like Wilko or online. But please, if you are interested in gardening in the winter, start off with potatoes, because anyone who's grown potatoes before knows how easy they are to plant. You hardly need to even water them. Another thing I'll be planting is cabbage and cauliflower. So the two are really easy to grow, especially cauliflower. Even if you don't want to start growing them from seed, if you visit a garden centre or supermarkets, they have all started to sell plant plugs. So you can buy the little plants, especially in places like Homebase. So I prefer growing cauliflower in containers. It's harder for the pests like slugs to get to them. So my advice is please grow some cabbage and cauliflower. I also love growing broad beans. Now, broad beans, people don't tend to have them in curries, but if from my advice, and I've been gardening for well over 10 years now, and we've done really well, is grow broad beans and have them with fish in curries. They're absolutely amazing. Another really easy one to grow in winter is the radish. So again, you can get the seeds anywhere, supermarkets, garden centres, online, but sow them and really forget about them, and they'll within a few weeks they grow. Another one everyone loves growing is peas. So you can, if you've got a greenhouse, even better. But if you haven't, my advice to you is buy the little plants that you can get in garden centres or the seeds, and they do well. And onions is just another really is a no-brainer really. So if you go and buy yourself a couple of pound worth of onions from Asda or any supermarket or Asian supermarket, um, keep them in a dark room or in a dark space for a few days. Wait for the shoots to appear and then just plant them outside. There's so many different varieties. If you want to know what kind of varieties I'll be growing, just leave a comment and I'll come back to you. But onions are just really great to grow and really easy. If you want to also try different varieties, try shallots. Now these are just incredible in terms of taste and in curries. In Bangladesh, a lot of the time, a lot of the onions are really small and red, and they in terms of the UK, they remind me of the shallots. Another really good one to grow and if you want to save money for next year, is start growing garlic. Garlic is sometimes really pricey in the stores, so if you've got containers or in the soil, start growing garlic. Another one that I'm personally going to grow because the weather seems to be really good is mustard leaves or life heather. So these, if anyone knows, are just an incredible taste in chutneys and curries. So I'll be growing some life heather throughout the winter, in the next few weeks really, and uh, definitely coriander. Now coriander, my tip to you is soak the seeds for 24 hours and then wrap the seeds up in a cloth for another 3 days. Wait for the little shoots to appear. 2, 3, 4 days. Once the shoots have appeared, plant them in a container, and I promise you, you'll be having coriander until December. So now we're just going to start harvesting what's left. So we've got loads of naga left. We've still got tons of amazing potatoes to eat, and we'll be having those throughout the next few months. Due to the great weather, we've actually got loads more hyacinth bean appear, so there's so much more uri that we've got to harvest. But the next video I'm going to do after today is on tips around composting, such an important thing to start doing right now. So I'm going to send that video very soon, and then another one on how to clean your containers properly to avoid diseases next year. And then I'll be doing a video on seed saving and how to save your seeds for next year from what you've got now. So it's been an incredible year. We've absolutely loved it. Thank you, stay well, and thanks for watching.